Good morning everyone, welcome to another series of To The Point. Today's topic of discussion is Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism or CBAM. First of all, let's see why is it in the news. Recently, the government has begun ministerial consultation on the impact of the European Union's carbon tax on Indian industry. Now let's discuss what is carbon border tax. A carbon border adjustment tax is a duty on imports based on the amount of carbon emissions resulting from the production of the product in question. As a price on carbon, it discourages emissions. As a trade-related measure, it affects production and exports. The proposal is part of the European Commission's European Green Deal that endeavours to make Europe the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. A carbon border tax is arguably an improvement from a national carbon tax. A national carbon tax is a fee that a government imposes on any company within the country that burns fossil fuels. Now let's understand how does CBAM work. The CBAM, that is Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, will ensure the carbon price of imports is equivalent to the carbon price of domestic production. If implemented as planned, EU importers will have to buy carbon certificates corresponding to the carbon price. The price of the certificates would be calculated according to the auction prices in the EU carbon credit market. The amount of certificates required would be defined yearly by the quantity of goods and the embedded emissions in those goods imported into the EU. Possible exemptions for countries that have implemented comparable carbon pricing systems. CBAM will initially cover several specific products in some of the most carbon-intensive sectors at risk of carbon leakage. Iron and steel, including some downstream products such as nuts and bolts, cement, fertilizers, aluminium, electricity, and hydrogen. Now moving on to impact on India. The EU is India's third largest trading partner. By increasing the prices of Indian-made goods in the EU, this tax would make Indian goods less attractive for buyers and could shrink demand. The tax would create serious near-term challenges for companies with larger greenhouse gas footprints. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements regarding the carbon border tax. 1. A carbon border adjustment tax is a duty on imports based on the amount of carbon emissions resulting from the production of the product in question. 2. The proposal is part of the European Commission's European Green Deal that endeavours to make Europe the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Dear viewers, watch this topic in Hindi on our Drishti IAS Hindi YouTube channel.